Like, I just feel like as a hand, you get so many weird requests. I've even had someone that one asked me to have sex with their dog for
What?
like 15,000 rands. I don't know how much that is in US dollars.
It ain't enough. Let's put it like that.
And another thing that I normally get is people like randomly. Even today, when I was standing there was a Fortuner that passed by, and the guy, I think he's Nigerian, and then he was like, "Look, I just looked at him like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?" Like, they like anal, and he started saying, "Do you do anal?" I was like, "No, can you just get away from here?" It's one of the things I will never try.
Why?
I just no. No, I can't get all my holes fucked.
A lot of men, they don't even, well, I can't speak for a lot of men, I can only speak for myself, It's not something that I'm particularly interested in. I've never particularly been interested in that. Right. Yeah, appreciate it, thank you.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't see the need, honestly. Like, there's no need. Honey, I've got good pussy already. You don't have to do.
Yeah, if that's good enough, well, why,
Right.
I've always had a weird saying to myself when it comes to anal. Like any man that is, in my opinion, overly concerned with anal sex, they probably a little bit suspect,
My chat, exactly. Okay, why are you so comfortable?
Yeah.
You'll definitely try it with that man.
Right, yeah, right.
Assuming you're curious.
Right, yeah.
I am curious, but not to that extent.
Right.
Unfortunately. Like, I just feel like as a hand, you get so many weird requests. I've even had someone that one asked me to have sex with their dog for like 15,000 rands. I don't know how much that is in US dollars.
It ain't enough. Let's put it like that,
I was like, at this point, it's not even about money. Even if you were to say 100K, but why?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Enough for you to be the one that touches me.
Yeah, so 15,000 rand is about $840, which if he's asked you to have sex with his dog, yeah, that hey, some people probably do that shit for free though, so I don't know. Yeah, no, some people do that shit for free. There's a whole like porno category for that type of shit. Yeah. So
I can't even watch the intense too freaky porn where they do fisting like.
Oh yeah, no, that's
I don't like those things.
That's a little bit too much. So where was this guy from who asked you to have sex with a dog? So where was this guy from?
No, someone actually. Yes, thank you so much. Someone actually.
Yep, thank you.
Someone actually texted me, and then they were like, because they posted a picture of me on their WhatsApp, we had gone out. So she was like, hi, she sent me a screenshot, and it was a white man. I was like, girl, like you have the audacity to even show me this. Do you really think I would consider fucking someone like a dog?
Right.
Really?
Right.
That's insane. That's very insane. And I feel like it has gotten crazy now that I'm this age and I'm a slender, petite. I don't know how guys perceive slender bodies. I don't know. I think they just see them as sex toys or something.
You think so?
I don't know. Like I've just gotten weird requests. Even at the airport, I'll find someone saying something weird. And I'm
Like,
so surprised.
it's weird, like what?
Like, can I go fuck in the bathroom?
Oh, really? Damn.
I'll pay you.
They bold as hell out here.
I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they just say they're just willing to pay you, like.
Insane. So that's why I wanted someone that I will say, no, please show me this. You'll be the one that says that.
Right.
Have someone say, let's go this direction. What are you waiting for?
Right.
And then I start opening them. because I was even afraid to get into the mall. I was like, and malls tend to overwhelm me at times, especially if I'm alone. So I was like, oh, what should I do here? And then I just left. I was like, let me just go into pretend.
And then I showed up. I said, and then I showed up.
I burnt my tongue with coffee at the airport yesterday. Like normally I don't drink coffee. Like carbonated drinks, they make me woozy as hell. And I don't add sugar. But now it really burned me. Are you married?
Nope.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have one daughter. She is a little over 2 years old now. That's part of the reason why I'm out here, because I want to offer her an upbringing that I didn't have when I was her age. And that's going to include a lot more travel. And so, yeah, me coming to Africa, the older I get, the more I want to be closer to people that look like me, get closer to my roots, where we come from. Just touching down in Africa is a way for me to really try to just understand, how to move in this culture. And I want to be able to share that with my daughter as she gets older, So me coming out here this time is just to kind of get a lay of the land. And next time I end up in South Africa, hopefully I have my daughter with me, So
She's so lucky.
Yeah.
I hope she knows that.
Well, I don't think she knows that now because she's only 2.
Yeah.
But as she gets older, I think that she'll definitely understand that.
And she's got a very gentle father.
Yeah, definitely.
I can already tell you're doing a good job.
Yeah, me and her mom, we do a great job at co-parenting,
Right.
So, in order for me to be out here, her mom has to, of course, watch her for the next 2 weeks, which is a lot for someone to do.
Especially
But
because it's out of the country.
right. But we do a great job, and I'm gonna make sure that when I get back, we plan a trip for her next, to where she can leave and I can have my daughter for 2 weeks, So yeah, it takes a lot of compromise to make it work, but we do a great job at it, So yeah,
How old are you?
38. Yeah, I'll be 38 on the 27th actually.
You're not
Yeah.
27?
No.
You're so fucking sexy. You are tall. You are fresh.
Thank you.
If you were to see 38-year-olds here in South Africa.
Oh really? They.
Oh, they drink too much. No exercise. No diet. No nothing.
Yeah.
They're not taking care of themselves.
Have you ever heard the saying "black don't crack"? Yeah. So.
You're a definition of that.
You know.
You are.
No. Since I've only been here a few days now, but even still, I see like a lot of older men with younger women out here, So it seems like the women out here don't mind a little age to their men,
At all.
Yeah.
At all. Trust me. When I'm saying a 52-year-old man can back a 21-year-old
Right.
without any limits, trust me, I know that. And nobody cares anymore.
No, I think that's good for a lot of men, especially coming from America, where image is everything out there, right? It's about who you're with, what they do for a living, how much money they make, right? A lot of people in America, they want to get away from that, right? And sometimes experiencing different cultures and different cultural norms. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
How'd it feel?
No, you won't.
You said it was warm? What else is supposed to be?
Because mine is cold. So.
No, it wasn't. Let me see. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say you're cold.
Right?
No, not at all.
So you're still saying?
Yeah, so far I like it, it seems that the social dynamic here is just very different than what I'm used to,
Like people are spontaneous, You'd swear there are no rules, but when it comes to, once they start toughening things up, it gets really crazy. But overall, it's very chilled.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like me walking from the mall, I was actually about to head back to my hotel, and that's when I ran into you. And now here we are having a conversation over breakfast, right? That shit doesn't happen.
That side.
In LA. It just doesn't happen. You know, for one, to see a tall, beautiful woman like yourself standing on the corner at freaking 9 a.m., you know, you rarely see. And then when you do see it and you say hello or good morning or something, you know, it may not be the same vibe, right? So, no, it's just refreshing to see, you know.
And thank you. And you know why I wanted to move from there? Why I also like greeted you? It's because once you stand in a corner like that here in South Africa, it means you're waiting for someone that's going to pick you up.
Right.
I'm wearing something short. I'm wearing big ass heels. You know, it's giving type of vibe. So I was like, I need to move from here.
Right.
You see that there was a shuttle across the road.
I did, yeah.
That's the shuttle from the hotel
That you were staying at?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So the shuttle from the hotel drops you off at the mall?
No, I went to the reception and I asked, where can I change?
Oh, got it.
And they said the shuttle's going to help me. And they looked for someone that drove me, like they personally drove me. They called the person that does exchange. And then the person came and
Why? Where did you get US dollars?
I got a friend. Oh, you know, life is
You got US dollars on you, huh?
It was so nice touching them. You know, I even took
Really?
and it's exciting. You know, I can't wait to leave the country, and I'm planning on doing that next year. Next year, I'm venturing into law, and I want to, like, even if I travel to one country, even if it's Mozambique, and I'm gonna take myself there, and I'm gonna go alone.
Have you ever been out of South Africa? Really?
Not yet.
I was thinking on actually flying to Mozambique while I was here because it's only like a 50-minute flight from here.
Yeah, it's very close.
It's very close, you know. No, it looks beautiful. I'm not gonna do it this time around, but trust me, I'm gonna be in Africa a lot going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you just wanna head to Tanzania?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go to Tanzania and see what that's like. But this is my first real, I would call, international trip because I've been to Canada before, but it's still North America.
Yeah.
So I don't even get my passport stamp for Canada. But coming here was the first time I was able to get my passport stamp.
See, your passport, like the stamp.
I left it at the room. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I ain't about to walk these streets with my passport on me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I just wanted to see how it looks. I want to get my passport this. I think maybe next week.
Okay.
I think that's the first step I
Right.
should take if I'm gonna travel next year.
So tell me, what do you think about America? Like, what is your thoughts of America? Like, when you think of the United States of America, what comes to mind? I'm interested to know what people outside of America think about America.
Strip clubs,
Okay.
drugs,
Drugs. Okay.
and that's the first thing that comes into mind. You know.
Oh, really? Strip
Like,
clubs and
even-
drugs, huh?
Even in terms of if I were to relocate to another country, I've never considered America. No, I've never, for some odd reason. I think
Interesting.
also when you grow up, watching TV, all
Right.
those things that they portray America to be.
So what do they portray America to be? That's what I'm interested in. Because then I'll tell you what they portray Africa to be in America.
I know, probably xenophobic. They portray it to be like a place that has a high rate in terms of crime, strip clubs, and that's mostly what they portray.
Crime, strip clubs, and drugs.
But you see a lot of life at the same time. Like people are leaving, and I feel like like you can make a job out of anything. I don't know. Well, the fact that strip clubs are that popular, that's part of it.
It's popular because of hip hop culture, right? So hip hop culture, it influences.
But thank you.
It influences the world, right?
It does.
That's a good thing, right? But it can also be a bad thing because a lot of things that you see, it's not reality, you know? America is a great place. It's home for me, right? As much as I love it here in Joburg since I've been here this last few days, I couldn't trade it for the opportunities that, I've been afforded in America, you know?
I think, isn't it easy to make money that side? Like,
No, not at all.
Not really.
I don't think it's easy to make money anywhere. I don't think it's easy to make money anywhere because you either have the gene to be successful or you don't. right? You can't force somebody to be successful that is just not meant to be successful, right?
Yeah.
You know, what I would say is that if you do have that gene to be successful, America is a place where almost anybody has the opportunity to go out there, start from the ground up, and become successful. Now, would that mean that you be successful overnight? No, not at all. It may take some generations, you know, but it takes one person having the mind state to say, you know what, I'm gonna move to America and I'm gonna start over, right? Now, you move to America, you say you're 21, right? Okay, yeah, you may not get rich in your lifetime. I don't know. It depends on what you do over there, right? But if you have a child and you have something to hand down to that child, you know, and then they take it over and they're, you know, they take that business to the next level and then they hand it down to their child, you know, by that time, hey, it may be generational wealth that's created. But that's what it takes, you know. But for the most part, you can do well out there. You can do well.
So.
Yeah, you can do well out there.
So.
Yeah.
And what do they portray Africa to be? Mistake.
Well, they portray Africa to mainly be a very underdeveloped third world country. Matter of fact, every country in Africa they portray that way. You know, dangerous, but great for sightseeing and natural beauty.
Yeah.
You know, I try to look at the positives and things. For me, I'm not coming out here with no expectation, and that's why I'm actually amazed at how welcoming the people have been since I've been here.
Especially once they hear that you're not from around, especially the hotels.
Right, yeah. No, yeah. People they're interested in my accent. They're interested in where I come from. You know. I like hearing their stories. You know, everyone has a story, right? If anything I learned in America is that everyone has a story, and it's a unique story, right? And it's worth, you know, listening to.
Yeah.
So just even me sitting here talking to you, a person that I just met, randomly walking down the street, right? You know, we're having a conversation. I'm getting to know you a little bit better, and you're getting to know me a little bit better as well, right? So. No, like that's a good vibe in my opinion. You know, that's a good vibe.
I get you.
Yeah. What's on your mind? It looks like you're thinking.
Yeah,
Looks like you're deep in thought. You're smiling a lot. You're blushing. If you were a bit lighter, I would see your cheeks turn red. How much you're blushing over there?
Right. This is so refreshing. I'm so glad I bumped into you. Because I actually did want to chill, like relax a bit before I had to go to it. But I was like, not alone.
Yeah.
So now that I bumped into you and I'm sitting like this and having this conversation with you, and I'm just, you know, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.